Hello, welcome to the Liquid Sky Show. My name is Gabrielle Wired with Red Dragon Music, and I'm your host today. Liquid Sky, as you know, is a original music show showcasing lighting by Liquid Sky Productions. And today I have with me Lesson Zero and all the guys from Lesson Zero with the awesome singer-songwriter Kerry Miller. Hi, Kerry. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good.
Awesome, fantastic.
Thanks for
glad to have you here today. So what we like to do is just kind of get to know our local artists in the area, and we're going to be talking about several of the songs that the artists have written, where we can find them, and we also want to just kind of get to know them, who they are, where they came from, musical influences, and so on and so forth. And if you've seen a few episodes already, I'm sure you're already enjoying what we're bringing to the table, and hopefully you can look up our artists and where you can find them so you can see them live. So Kerry, tell me a little bit about you. Where did you get your start? What inspired you musically? What kind of music do you write and all that good stuff? So I'm just going to hand it over to you.
I guess it goes back a long ways. This band started long ago in a galaxy far away, but it was a century back. So really, we'll skip that and go to our first CD, which we released in 2007. Mm-hmm. And that was 3 years in the making. So
not a long time at all.
No, not a long. That's nothing.
Seemed like forever.
2 years later, we began work on our second CD. It's just about to be released, so it's been 8 years in the making.
Well, they're awesome CDs, though. You have to give it. So
So
yeah.
and today we'll be playing a couple songs from our first CD and 3 from the new CD that is yet to be released. So,
what type of music would you say? What genre would you classify your music as?
I would basically say it's rock and roll. But then again, we've had DJs on the radio that have pegged it as let's see, rock, blues, Cajun, indie.
Americana.
Americana.
Yeah, I thought, but if I could say and interject there, I think I heard a little bit of a bluesy Americana rock blend. Is that?
That's pretty accurate.
That's pretty, yeah.
Some of us definitely have blues influences for sure.
Yeah, and I love it. I think that kind of mixture is, absolutely fantastic. Well, why don't you take a second and just introduce the gentlemen behind you, and who's here with us today?
This is Terry Keane on drums.
Yay, Terry. Okay.
Guitar, George Anspach. Guitar and vocals.
Uh-huh.
And Glenn Rickman, guitar, harmonica, and vocals.
Oh, awesome. Harmonica, I love it. But yeah, I was listening to the music and it just kind of hit me, and at all different cylinders. And I watched some of the live performances, and just really, to me, a band. You can always tell good musicianship when you listen to a band live and what comes out of a band. I mean, anybody can go into a studio anymore, especially today, and sound really good. But when they sound great live, that's when you know. And I guess the musicianship that you guys have had and the years of training, if I could say, it really shows up with what I've seen. So. So in terms of musical influences in particular, name an artist that inspired you, and what, most of us, like when we were younger, we had something that goes, oh, that was it. This is the guy I want to be like. Of course, we don't really want to be like anybody, but we kind of start there. Who was that for you?
I could go back to the Beatles and say yes, the Beatles and Genesis after that. And these guys are going to have a whole rack of other different people. But, the funny thing is that, again, we've had DJs describe our music as sounding like a mix of, get this, the Beatles, the Beach Boys, the Eagles, Pink Floyd, Bob Dylan. What a mix. It's like, huh?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, great inspirations, but I would say ultimately you sound like Lesson Zero, don't you agree?
Well, I would hope so.
Yeah, right.
So.
I mean, well, the whole idea behind that is we don't really want to sound like others. We have our own style, right? So that would be where I would kind of.
Well, you listen to other people and then you make it your own.
That's correct.
That's the way that's the dream anyway.
Well, I think it's more like, if I could say, it's an inspiration. We get some ideas and inspirations, but ultimately maybe we hear something else. And we want to bring that something else to life, which makes us the original band that we are, right?
Now, I heard you mention earlier that you're classically trained in voice.
Yes.
For opera.
Yeah.
I studied opera for 4 years.
4?
Just 4. It didn't help, but you know.
Well,
It's okay.
Well, actually, again, this isn't about me, so we're not trying to go too deep into that. But it wasn't my goal to sing opera. It was
Right.
kind of what the teachers wanted to teach.
That's right.
And then at the time they were telling me, oh, well, it's because, and then they said, oh, opera is to, I'll never forget this, opera is to singing like ballet is to dancing. And if you can sing opera, you can sing anything. So I was under that impression, and I learned later incorrectly that that's not the case when you're starting to sing pop. It's completely different from head to chest. And then, so later, years later, as I picked up music again, I had to be scrapped from that and go, well, not really, unless you want to sing rock opera, which I don't want to do.
Right.
So I'm actually been more now in the bluesy thing. But again, it's not about me. So I mean, I love what you guys did, because I was actually singing along with some of that
Oh,
music.
wow.
Well, that's what always happens to me. I listen to music, and when music really grabs me, I do backup vocals. I go, oh,
There you go.
that would be a great.
Oh.
But I'm not a great backup vocalist, because like I said earlier, I'm always in the lead. But I try to do that. So anyway, not about me. So let's talk about some of the songs here that we're going to have on video. The first one that I have written down is "Scraping Knuckles," and it was about your divorce.
Scraping Knuckles came out from that. I was moving boxes out of a carport and scraping knuckles, picking them up, and I just started thinking, I'm scraping knuckles, trying to get out of here, and the rest kind of came out from there. So,
So
But it's a great song. I mean, I definitely, give me a couple more lines on that song. So when you started out really well, I like that. So give me something else on it. So.
the fun. Actually, I'm going to take you to something else. When people heard that, they got, well, what's that about? It's scraping knuckles, and they got this idea in their head, and the image that came out from that was a gorilla. Gorilla walks with their arms hanging down, scraping knuckles, and so actually in the first video I made with that, I had a little pet, stuffed gorilla. And I used that as a prop in it. So.
Okay. All right.
Just came
Okay.
out from there.
Okay. So some people might not even really understand, from that going to the divorce thing. But tell me a couple more lyric lines from that song, just
Well,
kind of
let's
like.
see, it was like moving to the left, moving to the right, start all over, but it's too tight, and I just got this idea of, moving men, like, moving out stuff and putting it into a truck and that kind of stuff, and just generally going on from there. So it went from there to writing the song.
So when you write a song and you get, you go in there, you'll write it, and then you take it to the band. Tell me how that process works. You come in and go, I wrote this song. And how does the collaboration with you guys then work at that
They
point?
go, oh my God, not another one.
that's I sometimes I have he's got about every, I don't know, probably 2 out of 5 songs. It's, oh man, not that one. So it's like.
So they kind of flow. I mean, how many songs?
We got a few that are basically rejects, I have to say. But,
Okay,
Yeah.
so the band gets a vote.
Yeah, a little bit. He gives us a little bit of vote.
And
Okay.
The,
So,
the
yeah.
guys add so much into it. It's because a lot of times they'll just throw in there, well, let's try it this way, and sometimes it's, Glenn, why don't you try that on the harmonica? And he does, and he likes that. And
Yeah,
we
so-
do a lot of
Then
things with it.
sometimes I say it's not working this way. We have to try it differently.
Yes.
Until it kind of comes together, right?
I'm scraping knuckles, trying to get out of here. I'm building muscles, just trying to steer. Move to the left, move to the right, start all over, but it's too tight. I'm moving mountains, I'm boxing some green across rivers, I'm pouring rain. Out into the cold, out into the night, start all over, but it's not right. There's a January wind in my face, but I gotta get out out of here, she doesn't want me. She made that clear, so it's out into the cold, out into the night. Start all over, but it's not right. I'm chasing rainbows. In the future I fear I'm drinking cases of imported beers, trying to have some fun, trying to see the sun, but it won't happen till I get this done. I'm scraping knuckles, trying to get out of here. I'm building muscles, just trying to steer. Moving to the left, moving to the right, start all over, but it's too tight. Out into the cold, out into the night, start all over, and start all over tonight. Moving to the left, moving to the right, start all over, do it again tonight.
And now to our next tune, No Time Left. So I can only deduce what that might be, but I'm not going to hopefully keel over. If I, no, I'm just kidding. So go ahead, tell me about No Time Left.
No Time Left in Your Head was just I get inspirations by just getting an idea. This one was just for the refrain of the song, and it's No Time Left in Your Head is when that alarm clock goes off and you're in the middle of a dream. You really don't want to leave that dream, but there it is. And then it gets into the verses or some of the dreams that we're being woken up from. And it's just very simple. That's pretty much what it is. But verses and refrain are all in the same 4 chords. And so when I got that far, I went, oh, we got to change this somewhere. And picked up a different place to go for the break. And
Okay.
the break comes out of a different 3 chords, and it gets a little bit jazzy in that part right there.
Okay.
Walking bass line, and it just comes out from there.
Okay, you guys do great. I can kind of like hear this. Now, can we do maybe a verse or a little bit, and can we get some harmonies? Can we do a little bit something here with No Time Left? Just right here on the spot? Maybe?
Wake up, fall out of that dream. The alarm bell rings, you got no time to sing. Wake up, fall out of that bed. The alarm bell rings, you got no time left in your head.
Wow, I mean, come on, guys. Awesome. I know my favorite word must be awesome, so please, anybody, I'm sorry if I keep saying it, but it's just, how else do you describe music that good? No time left.
Wake up, fall out of that dream. Alarm bell rings, you got no time to sing. Wake up, fall out of that bed. Alarm bell rings, you got no time left in your head. But up in a dream just the other night, flying a scene of broad daylight, feeling the freedom as she floats through the air. Her life was easy without any care. Was up last night, fell asleep fully clothed, thinking of Lily all covered in soap. The beetle is peeking and he's covered in sweat. She's the sweetest woman that he ever met. Wake up, fall out of that dream. The alarm bell rings, you got no time to scream. Wake up, fall out of that bed. The alarm bell rings, you got no time left in your head. But up in the mist, he fell asleep late at night, posing the answer to terrible plight. The pieces are coming all together at once, finally reach the edge of pure suspense. Wake up, fall out of that dream. The alarm bell rings, you got no time to sing. Wake up, fall out of that bed. The alarm bell rings, you got no time left in your head. fall out of that dream. The alarm bell rings, you got no time to scream. Wake up, fall out of that bed. The alarm bell rings, you got no time left in your head. Your head. Caught up in a dream just the other night, flying the scene of broad daylight. Feeling the freedom, she floats through the air. Her life is easy without any cares. Wake up, fall out of that dream. The alarm bell rings, you got no time to sing. Wake up, fall out of that bed. The alarm bell rings, you might feel like you're dead. Wake up, fall out of that dream. The alarm bell rings, you got no time to scream. Wake up, fall out of that bed. The alarm bell rings, you got no time left in your head. 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 Wake up, wake up.
And to our next tune, Blue Ink. So what I have been told what Blue Ink is about, it's about the various shades of blue. Tell me about Blue Ink. How does that come about? What's it about? And,
Blue ink in general, I just got into the whole thing of, when you think of blue ink, what do you think of? Well, maybe blue ink on a contract, a tattoo. What else? Blue ink on a check.
I like those.
All of the
When
all
they're
of
made
the
out
va-
to me.
Yeah, all of the various things that and it just rolled on from there, and so it just it's kind of a gag, and there's a lot of funny stuff, and I'm not going to mention on the air.
Mm-hmm.
You can listen for them on the song when we do that.
Blue Ink. I mean, yeah. So I was. I know we had some exchanges, and I was as I was coordinating our artists here to come in. I had written things in blue ink, and you came back, and you're like, blue ink. Oh no, that's the song we're doing. Blue ink. As I like to do things by color, and oftentimes the format that I use is traffic lights. It's like the red, yellow, green type of thing. If you're in green, you're in really good shape with me. If you're in red, you're not. No.
And I said, ours is in blue. Oh, that was just because that was us.
But the blue is kind of the neutral in the family of that, and yellow doesn't show up on email, so that's
Right.
why I didn't do it. But otherwise, it'd be like you're in the middle
that's true.
somewhere. It doesn't quite work. But I noticed you got a lot of colors going on here today with the shirt, and I thought to myself, that's kind of blue ink. Could be construed as blue
Could
ink,
be.
right? There's kind of blue dye, blue ink, same thing, right?
We're in color, right?
I'm sorry, say again.
We're in color,
We
right?
are, yes. No, black and white. It's all black and white.
some of
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me think of something else here with blue ink in its many forms, and we're definitely going to hear about blue ink. Thank you for telling me
Blue
about
ink
that.
will make you crazy.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's the
Okay,
lyric.
that's the lyric. Okay, wait, give me. We're going to do it again because I love the harmonies. Come on, let's do it one more time.
Blue ink can make you crazy.
Blue ink.
Can make you clean.
Blue ink.
Can make you jealous when it's combined with nicotine.
Blue ink. Okay.
Awesome. Okay, that was our live rendition of Blue Ink. Thank you so much.
I'm not dead yet. You eat me, feeling pain. It's always good to be cautious. You wear rubber when it rains. Blue eyes can make you restless. Blue eyes can make you dream. Blue eyes can make you restless. Come take a ride, my submarine. Blue eyes can drive you crazy. Think you know just what I need. Blue eyes can drive you crazy. Blue eyes can make you scream. Blue ink is mostly evil. Blue ink comes straight from hell. Blue ink is mostly evil. It's in the bottom of my wishing well. Blue ink can make you hazy. Blue ink can make you clean. Blue ink can make you hazy. Blue ink can make you unseen. Blue ink can make you seasick. Blue ink can make you well. Blue ink can make you seasick. I might be lying, but it's hard to tell.
Ragtop, Riding with Mandy. Now, I wrote down this was a dream song. This song came to you in a dream?
Came to me in a dream. I don't know Mandy, and
Oh.
so Mandy is just this character in the dream, and the character. Oftentimes when I write songs, it's not me that's in that song. It's just a character that's doing that. So this character likes Mandy, and gets into her sports car, and this is a cool sports car. It's a roadster, and it's convertible. So that's the ragtop, and it's even listed as that. And they go driving off to pick up her daughter at preschool. The preschool is located in the basement of an airbase, by the way, of a very tall building in the airbase. But when they get there, there's a bomb threat, and the whole place is called into lockdown. They have to go up to the 11th floor. Now, this is a dream, okay?
Yeah.
So why would they go to the 11th floor
For
in
a
a
bomb threat.
you know?
Oh my God, yeah. It does.
But and then he notices that one of the guys takes out a saxophone, an alto sax to play, and he's going like, "What are you doing? Are you taking a break to play sax?" Yeah. And that's when he finds there's a bomb, old-fashioned bomb, you know, the sticks of dynamite with an alarm clock on it attached
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
Remember, No Time Left in Your Head, alarm clock, same thing. It was just carryover from
Oh, wow.
that song. And so, and it's about to go off, and so what do? You don't take the elevator, because you don't take the elevator if there's a fire, right?
Right.
So you take the stairs, but no, the bombs are blowing up downstairs, so you take the elevator, get down to the lobby just in time, and Mandy's there in the car with her daughter in the sidecar. Sidecar goes on a motorcycle, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the sidecar's, remember this is a dream. So the sidecar goes there in the car, and he slips in beside Mandy, and they speed off into the sunset. See?
So, okay, for all of you guys that like to build cars, there's a car and a sidecar. Can we do that? Can we do that?
Well,
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
And the other thing that's cool, of course, in the version that we're doing now, which is the one that we put onto the CD. Since then, we actually changed the song and orchestrated a few things in it, and we developed an intro to it and an exit from it, and that came out on the CD as a separate song that goes into that. But it comes out a little bit different, a little bit longer, and just a little bit cooler to it.
I'm riding with Mandy in her car. Her dark blonde curls go back so far. It's the coolest two-seat ragtop that you've ever laid eyes on. Oh yeah, to pick up her daughter at preschool, but at the airbase it wasn't cool. There was a bomb threat and the whole place went into lockdown. Oh no, stuck up on the 11th floor. I helped Mandy out the door. Sneak downstairs and try and spring her daughter. One of the guys brought out his alto sax. You taking a break to play? I had to ask that when I saw what looked like a bomb in a box. It's time to blow. Started down the stairs when the first bomb blows a couple of floors below. And don't you know it's time to take the elevator when the
When Mandy opened up the door, the daughter in a sidecar and I slid in beside Mandy. Oh yeah, I'm riding with Mandy in her car. Her dark blonde curls go back so far. It's the coolest three-seat rag top that you've never laid eyes on.
Where do you guys play locally? How can your fans connect with you? Sorry, I'm stumbling
That's a
over
good
my words here,
question.
but give us your Facebook. Where can they connect? Where do you play? What do you guys lined up for the summer of 2017 here? What's going on?
May 12th, we play at Roadside Grill with the
In Arlington.
Yeah, in Arlington with the Woodford Reserve. And July the 8th, we're playing at the Epicure Cafe with Starryville, our friends in Starryville. Both bands. It's fun playing with other bands that we like and know. And our website, all of these is going to be like, okay, we do myspace.com/lessonzero, LESSONZERO. We've got YouTube at youtube.com/lessonzero and reverbnation.com/lessonzero. So, and we're on Facebook too, but it's like, okay, so who goes to our Facebook page? No one. So really the other things are definitely more visited. So.
But you guys you've been around for a long time, so you have a pretty good organic following, would you say?
Hard to say, but we do have we have
a few people.
Yeah.
Not that big a following, I would say, but a few.
We have a CD out. We're on.
I'm sorry. Mention the place again in Arlington that you just mentioned.
Roadside.
Roadside.
Grill.
I think I saw you guys. You play there fairly often, right? I mean,
Yeah,
are
we played
you have
there
regular
a few
rotation?
times, yeah.
Yes.
Like, what would you say is a rotation? 6 weeks, 2 months, or whatever
Oh
usually?
no. Yeah,
Six months.
it's more like maybe 4 to 6 months. Yeah.
4 to 6 months. And with that, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for further episodes coming your way. And have a wonderful day, and bye!